You know, when you are writing a short story, you need to consider the flow and the pattern of the story. When we create short stories, we plan and we think about what we're modeling our story on. And what we're modeling our story on in this case is some stories that we know. We're either modeling it on The Drover's Wife, American Dreams, or The Man from Snowy River, which is the poem. I'm going to use The Drover's Wife here for this example, and I'm going to go through your planning of a short story. So basically, we have something happen, and the story builds to what we call a climax, where a big event happens, and then we have a resolution. And The Drover's Wife does this very, very nicely. So too does the poem The Man from Snowy River. And so too does American Dreams. I'm going to use The Drover's Wife here because it's the one that I read out in class, and it's probably the one that really has very, very, very clear examples. So when we have the orientation of the story, I'm just going to pop that into green for you so you can see what I'm talking about. We have the orientation of a story is the start. It includes the setting, characters, background information. So in The Drover's Wife, this is the flat land, the drought, the children, the drover's wife herself, the stunted trees, the fact that the drover is away, the fact that they've been there for a while. All of this is in the orientation. It's what's allowing the reader to imagine the setting, if you like. We usually then move on to a complication. Now, complication is something that provides an issue. So it provides an issue or problem for the characters. And this is what the rest of the story is going to be based on, working out this complication, fixing this complication. Provides an issue or problem for the characters, and therefore the reader wants to know what the characters are going to do. In The Drover's Wife, it is the snake. Okay, the snake coming out, going under the house, is what provides the complication in this case. So because of this, this is what everything else is going to be focused on with The Drover's Wife doing to fix. And that leads us to the events. The events are what the characters might do to solve the complication. Okay, so this is what the characters might do to solve the complication. In this case, in The Drover's Wife, she moves the children inside onto the table to sleep. She sits up all night and remembers everything she has done to live in the bush. So she is remembering her when she was just a new bride, when she first got there. She's remembering the floods that she fought, the swagmans that have turned up, and just how difficult her life has been. So these are all the events. So she's reminiscing in order to keep herself awake so that she can stay up to watch where this snake is. So this is what we can call the events, and the events usually take up the bulk of your story. The climax should be the most exciting part of your story. It is what all the events have been leading to. So the drover's wife, the climax is the snake coming out of the hole, and the dog, remember the dog's name is Alligator, Alligator snapping at it and attacking the snake before it attacks the drover's wife or the kids. And remember that as part of the events, the drover's wife has told us how important this dog is. So that's the climax. The resolution is then usually, not always, but usually the shortest part of your story. So this is basically the, I don't know why it's in bold, the end. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the fact that everything's happened and we know what's left. So basically it is the complication has been resolved. In the drover's wife, the snake is now dead. Okay, so that's the end of it. And as you plan your story, these are the steps that you should take. So as you listen to this video, you should plan each of these steps out, and you should have already done that. Hopefully this video helps you a little bit more, and it provides you with a way to listen to what we talked about in class again, and if you need to, again and again. You can always come back to this video. It's sitting on today's lesson plan in Compass. Just click onto the link and you'll go to it.